Hello everybody, it's Beetle Dave, your friendly neighbourhood record collector, calling to you from Derby in the UK. I've just been watching a couple of videos, so I thought I'd make one of these myself. It's concerning the Record Store Day releases from certain members of the Beatles, which is going to be on the 22nd of April 2023. I've just watched one by my old mate Beatley Tone, so check out Beatley Tone's Beatles channel. Excellent channel. I've watched his and I thought, you know something, mate, you've inspired me to do one of my own. I don't usually do Record Store Day. A bit like Beatley Tone said on his channel, I don't need reminding to go and buy a record. If I want it, I'll go and buy it, usually. But having seen some of the things that are being offered this year, I'm just going to give you my little thoughts on whether I think they're worth it to me, not necessarily to you, and if I think I'll be buying them. I will try and make it as quick as I can. So the first one is from Paul McCartney and Wings, which is going to be a half-speed master of Red Rose Speedway. One of my favourite Wings albums, actually. I've got mixed feelings about this. In one way, I think it would have been better for them to do a full blown up box set of this. From what Beatley Tone was saying, he's got a couple of the other of these half-speed masters and he reckons that they sound absolutely fantastic. So I would actually be tempted to buy this, but I think it would have been better done as a box set. But I can understand why they have done it, because it is like the 50th anniversary of the release of this one as well. Fantastic album. Whether you can afford to go out and buy the one on Record Store Day or you go to a second-hand record shop and buy this album, it's absolutely amazing. A very, very underrated Paul McCartney gem, or Beatles gem. The thing is, if they'd have done it as a box set, they could have actually put this one in as well, which was released a few years ago, which is apparently what the album was originally going to be, which was a double album. And in my opinion, it probably would have been better as a double album. But having said that, I do love this album. So to me, that is probably a maybe. I'm not saying I definitely would go out and buy it, and I'm not saying that I definitely wouldn't go out and buy it. I think if the price is right, I would buy it just to see what it sounds like as a half-speed master. But like I say, I think it is only going to be 5,000 of these released worldwide. So you've still got to get up pretty early or pre-order it or whatever, haven't you? The second one is, excuse me one sec while I bend down, is there's going to be a sort of new edition of this, Give Me Some Truth by John Lennon. This is the double album. I only got this at Christmas. Susie Sue brought it me, and I actually think it's quite a good little album. But apparently, for John, they're gonna do like I think it's gonna be like a box set, and it's gonna be 9 times 10-inch records. Now the records are the LPs or the EPs, because there's only 4 tracks on each one. So I would say they are technically EPs, but it's going to be a box set of 9 10-inch EPs. And this is the one that intrigues me the most, because I think it's based more on the 4 LP set of this, where I've only got the 2 LP set. And like I say, because it's going to be on 9-inch, I think that would actually make me want to buy it or be interested in it. And from what I've heard, I think, but I could be wrong on this, that they're going to be on white vinyl. But this is the big but depends how much they're going to be, and it's limited to 500 worldwide. So this, when that is released as the 9 10-inch box set, 9 times 10-inch record box set, there will only ever be 500 released worldwide, apparently. How true this is, I don't know, because I'm still buying things that were supposed to be for record store day from years ago in record shops. Like I said, I don't usually bother with it on the day, but I've watched Beatley Tone's little video and I thought, you know something, I think this year I might give it a try. The next one is one from Ringo, the 1981 LP Stop and Smell the Roses, which, to be honest, isn't one of Ringo's best albums, but it's not one of his worst ones. It has got some really, really good songs on it. It's got Wreck My Brain on it for a start, which was written by George. Private Property. George is on it. Paul's on it. Harry Nilsson's on it. Ron Wood is on it. And Stephen Stills. Apparently this is going to be released as a 2 LP set. So the first LP will be the original album, and then, you know, I've made notes. So your Beatle Dave's trying to be professional now. He's like even making notes. Apparently the second album is like an album that's only got 6 tracks on it. So whether that's 3 tracks per side, I don't know. Again, release-wise worldwide, 2,500 copies. So I think, to be honest, if you wanted any of these, you've got to try and sort of order them now, haven't you? Would I buy this one? I don't know, because I've got a couple of versions of this, and to be honest, this one's quite nice anyway, because this one is a promotional one. And again, it all depends on how much they are. I should imagine the John Lennon one's going to be quite expensive. And as for the Ringo one and the Paul McCartney Wings one, I don't really know. In an ideal world, if I went into my local record shop in Derby and he had every one of these and was reasonably priced, I'd buy them. But I don't think I'd pay silly money for them, to be honest. Although, having said that, if the John Lennon one is limited to 500, I would actually be tempted to get that. So out of the 3, I think that is the one. If I could get it, I'd get that one. The other 2 are still of interest to me. Do I actually need any of them, though? In all honesty, probably not. Do you get anything extra on Red Rose Speedway, apart from it being half Speedmaster? No. Do you get anything extra on the Give Me Some Truth box set? Probably not, really. It's just in a slightly different format, isn't it? Stop and Smell the Roses. Do you get anything new? Yeah, you get 6 extra tracks, don't you? So that's my thoughts. So remember, on Record Store Day, which is going to be Saturday the 22nd of April in the UK, I don't know when it's going to be in America, you've got a Record Store Day release of Stop and Smell the Roses, which is going to be 2 LPs, and the second LP is 6 additional tracks. For John, you're going to get a little box set with 9 10-inch records with 4 songs per record of the Give Me Some Truth or Greatest Hits sort of thing, which is the one I would really, really like, to be honest. And then from Paul McCartney or Paul McCartney Wings, you're getting a Record Store Day half-speed master of Red Rose Speedway. I still think it should have done a box set, but that's just my opinions. If you're going to try and get any of these, good luck. I mean, 5,000 copies worldwide for the Paul McCartney one, and that's the one that's got the most. Ringo's is 2,500, and John's apparently is only 500. So I think I would be very, very, very lucky to get the John Lennon one. And then, like I say, it depends how much it's going to be as well. So just a quick one for today. So I hope you've all enjoyed this. Thank you to Beatletone, by the way, because you did a video the other day and you gave me a really nice shout out about my unofficial, and I did say it was unofficial in my video anyway, of the Beatles mono CD box set, which is up there slightly. I don't know if you can see it, just up there. You know, I didn't get duped when I bought that. I knew what I was buying, and eventually one day I hope I will get the CD mono box set, or maybe even the vinyl version, but that'll be for another day. If you've liked my video, as always, thank you very much. You know, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment if you want to leave me a comment. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and you know, if you are subscribed, please hit the notification button. You know, that's all I ask. You know, remember, you are the beating Beatle Dave. Without you lot out there wouldn't be a channel. You know, and if you're not subscribed, I hate saying this, but if you're not subscribed, just please think about subscribing, because it is free. And that's going to be it for today. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave wishing you all peace, love and happiness, and I hope you've liked this video. And like I say, it's just my thoughts on what's coming from John, Paul and Ringo. It's a shame they didn't do anything for George, isn't it? You know, because it would have been his 80th birthday this year. You know, and I hope if you're wanting to get some of these that you get them. And that's it. So remember, Beatle Dave loves you all.